So YouTube and Sophie here, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I bought a Pat McGrath palette. Yes, I know I'm on an all-buy, but listen, I have excuses, really good excuses. But before that, please excuse the state of my nails. I actually can't take the nail polish off because since I got COVID, and it's not especially linked to it, but since I got COVID, my bronchus, is that the word? Yes, no, my bronchi is overreacting. Like, I started coughing because of COVID, but my body just overreact when I start to cough, and I hawk a lot as well. But like I've said in a lot of my last videos, I cough a lot, and I even, like, my doctor even gave me an inhaler, because my bronchi are just, it's awful. And if I use either nail polish or nail polish remover, I feel like my whole chest is tightening and it's really uncomfortable, and it makes me cough again. So I think my camera is tilted. Wait. So, like I said, I bought a Pat McGrath palette. This is the Mothership 5. Is it written anywhere? Yes, this is the Pat McGrath 5 Bronze Seduction Eyeshadow Palette. This baby cost me 100 and... no. Well, this baby has a retail price of 139 euros. 139 euros. 139 euros. It's so expensive, so expensive. And let me tell you, I bought this, well, on my birthday on the 7th of October, and the sale, what's it called, the sale associate, no, whatever, the Pat McGrath associate told me that on the 7th of October, the price went up by 10 euros. So, because I knew this one was 129 euros. But on the 7th of October, it went up to 139 euros. But why did I get it then? Well, I think it's the Sephora system in Europe. But you have 3 tiers. You have Sephora White. Yes, Sephora White, Sephora Black, and Sephora Gold. We don't have the VIB and VIB Rouge, but it's the same, I think. It's the same thing, kinda. When you join your Sephora White, but let me tell you, you don't stay white for a long time. I think you only have to make 2 purchases, and then you're black. So basically, you're black. And if you have a 1,000 points, which should be 1,000 euros in a year spent at Sephora, then you become gold. For the last 2 years, I think, for the last 2 years, I've been gold for some reason. Well, not for some reason. 2 years ago, maybe I had like 800 points or something, and they gave me the gold status. And last year, though, I think with the like sale operation of 2 times the point, I think I went over 1,000 points, so I won my gold status. But this year, thanks to my no-buy, I'm not going to be gold next year unless, I don't know, Sephora decides that I still should be gold. All of that to say that because I'm gold, I still have it actually. I have a coupon of 30 euros off, and well, after being miserable for a week, being locked in because of COVID, I decided with my mask on that I should use that coupon. So I went to Sephora, and it was actually the last day of the Journée Gold, the gold day. I think it was like for 4 days. You could choose one day to go in a Sephora and you could buy everything for 25% off. Everything, because we have red dots, which are products, but more largely these are brands, the more interesting brands, which you cannot have 25% off, except I think when you are when you have the black status, you can have it 25% off once a year, I think. But when you're gold, it's like maybe twice or 3 times a year. Anyway, I went to the store. I actually planned to buy the Clarins mattifying base or something with my 30 euros off, because it's 36 euros, I think. But I don't know, I swatched it in store and I wasn't impressed, so I was searching what I could buy with my 30 euros, but it was also the last day, and of course here in France you cannot have 2 discounts at the same time. So I looked around and I don't know, nothing tempted me except for that palette. So, oh my god, I forgot a light. Wait. Okay, that's better. Sorry, I think the angle changed a little bit, but yeah, nothing tempted me except for that Pat McGrath palette. And with the 25% off, it was actually, I had a discount of 34 euros and 75 cents. So it was more. I had a better discount with the gold discount. And again, this is my last year being gold for quite a while, I think. So I decided to get it. Also, I forgot to say, I'm not turning on my Saturn and my Moon because the battery is gonna die. For the Moon, I'm sure by the time I'm done with this video, so they are gonna stay off. Anyway, when I bought my Pat McGrath palette, the sales associate also gave me these two. These are the Pat McGrath Batch Idols eyeshadow in the color Rose Venus and Statuesque. I mean, I think Rose Venus is a little bit interesting. It's like a brownie pink shimmer, but this is like a neutral brown, medium tone. What am I doing with this? Anyway, so in today's video, I'm going to try this puppy and we'll see what I think. Okay, hopefully you're going to see something. Let's open this. I only opened it when I got home and closed it. I haven't swatched anything, but I'm sure you know. Woohoo! I'm sure you know how it looks like. I had my eyes on this palette, especially, oh, it's hard, especially because of the red. Yes, but I was a little bit hesitant because this is pretty neutral, and I do not wear neutrals, so this is what it's looking like. While I was in store, the Pat McGrath seller swatched these two shadows, which I didn't know were, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but they are duochromes. I think these are the special shades. I wouldn't know. I'm not following Pat McGrath. So the shade names are on this little thing. I will try and remember to tell which shade I'm using. But first, as always, I will use a little bit of eye primer. This is the eye primer from Nocibe. Nocibe is, it's like Sephora. It's makeup, cosmetic, beauty store here in France. I don't know if it's anywhere else. I always need an eyeshadow primer. If not, like, nothing stays. Even though I'm not going to wear this makeup for a long time, but still, I need my eye primer. Next, I will use Peanut from Morphe just to set my brow bone. Okay, and I guess let's jump into it. Of course, I'm gonna do a look with the red. This is almost the only reason why I bought this palette. Also, yeah, oh, let me search for the name because it's quite complicated, like every Pat McGrath names. So, like I said, this palette has been on my wish list for at least 2 years, but maybe more. When I was in store though, just on the left of this one actually, there was a quad, which is called the Blitz Astro Quad Ritualistic. It was out of stock, but if it was in stock, this one would have stayed in store and I would have, you know, gone home with the Blitz Astral Quad. It was the shades, I don't know, it was, let's start. First I'm going to use Extreme Aubergine in my crease. I'm going to use this brush from Beauty Bay. This is the BB205, and okay, my first dip in an eyeshadow from Pat McGrath. Okay, I hope you can see something. I've lately, for my last, I think, it's not been a long time, for my last 5 looks, I've been trying the technique of using the darker mattes in your crease before the lighter ones, because I want impactful looks. I just want it to be dramatic. My favorite part in my makeup routine is doing my eyes, which is why most of the days when I am going to work, I only have eye makeup on. Well, also because if you didn't know, I have a motorcycle. This is how I go to work every day. Pretty much, not every day, but every time I go to work on site, I go on my motorcycle, and of course I will not have a full face under a full face helmet. I don't know how you call it, but in French you call it intégral. It's for the whole head, because even though I'm crazy enough to ride a motorcycle, I'm not crazy enough to not protect myself. So yeah, I do not wear face makeup on a daily basis. Although lately in France there have been some strikes with, I think you can call it refineries, you know, where you make fuel. So it's been a bit crazy, and actually going to work on my motorcycle is, it's just like more comfortable. This is patchy, what's going on. This is more comfortable. I can take the public transportation to go to work, which is what I'm gonna do for the next days, because it took me an hour and a half to refuel my motorcycle, which I refuse to do. I'm not obligated to take my motorcycle to work, so you know, my camera cut me off, I don't know where. I intensified a little bit more of the purple because it was too patchy. Now it's better. I think with at least this color, I need a transition color and then to pack on the dark color. Maybe it will work better, but I'm gonna take this flat brush, and of course we're going to use the red. Let's, oh my god, let's swatch it. Should I use a base under it? No. Ah, yes, I love red eyeshadows. I love red eyeshadows. there's a lot of contrast between the red and the purple, which looks black at this point, but okay, so this is Blitz Flame. It looks gorgeous. I am not someone who wets her eyeshadows, but I think it would look even more intense with a wet brush. I'm going to do my face really quickly because, as you can see, I'm an eyes first kind of makeup user. So I will use this Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer. As you can see, it's almost done. I popped it open. I usually these days use the back of a brush to get my product out, and I think I took out way too much product. My face is gonna look ashy for a while, then look orange. Not to worry. Then I'm gonna use this foundation that I'm using in my That's Expensive project pan. This is my Lancôme Teint Idôle Ultra Wear foundation in the color not 1311. This is too light. I always mix it. I also wanted to say I use a pump and a half. Then I use my blue mixer from E.L.F, which is also mixed at this point because for some reason mine is really thick and jelly-like, and I'm halfway through and it doesn't pump too well. As you can see, it's like half a pump each time that goes out. I also put in this NYX Pro foundation mixer in the color Deep. It's long discontinued. I have two of them. This one has felt empty for the whole year, but for some reason I mean a lot of product still goes out. And let me tell you, I've put some in here. I've put some in my NARS foundation, some in my Teint Idôle. It's still not done. How? I don't know. But speaking of the Lancôme foundation, it has gone up a lot. Well, it has gone up as well. I realized it because I was searching for, this is the color of the foundation that I want. It's maybe a little bit too dark, but it's going to be balanced with the concealer. I was browsing on the Sephora website looking for a foundation because my name is Anne-Sophie. I love foundation. I love foundation, but I'm also trying to find the perfect shade. And I think until this point, I was just trying to buy or trying to make work, trying to make too light of a foundation work, and I have to realize that I'm darker than I think. But I was browsing on the Sephora website. What's this? And the Lancôme Ultra foundation, the Lancôme Teint Idôle Ultra foundation is 52 euros. I was like, I did not buy a 52 euros foundation, and I did not. I'm gonna try to use this brush. It's a Primark foundation brush. You remember when these were all the hype? But I was like, I did not buy a 52 euros foundation. Me, I've had this foundation for like, I think I bought it in 2019, so 3 years. 3 years ago, even today, but 3 years ago, I would not have bought a 52 euros foundation, even with a discount code. And I was right, because I have the price of what I bought in my inventory, and I bought this for 48.99 euros. So this one went up, but I also realized this is not working. Okay, no. I'm gonna use this foundation brush from, is it also from Beauty Bay? Or is it from BH Cosmetics? I think it's from, oh yeah, there's the B. So it's from Beauty Bay, and this is the In the Buff foundation brush. It's like a dome brush. I love this brush. It's, oh, I'm gonna have to do something about this, but it works so well. What was I saying? Anyway, so the Pat McGrath foundation, not foundation, what am I talking about? Palette went up by 10 euros. This one by, well, 4 euros. I realized also that the Estée Lauder Double Wear foundation, let me search for it. Yeah, the Estée Lauder Double Wear foundation, it also went up quite a bit. It's 57 euros and I bought it for 90, what? No. And I bought it for 49.99. It's 57 euros. What happened? What happened? I'm shook. What happened? So I guess a lot of stuff is more expensive in Sephora. If it had went up by like 1 or 2 euros, I don't think I would have said anything, but whoa, almost 10 euros, Estée Lauder. That's a lot. Next, I'm going to use my concealer also in my That's Expensive project pan. This is the Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer in the color 5N. No. Can you see this? Oh my god. 2 days ago I did my makeup. It wasn't doing this. I'm gonna lose the sponge. It's the second time it's happening to me. It oh god. It happened to me with the KVD concealer as well. Fuck. Okay, no foundation on my sweater. Why is this happening to me? This is the second time. God. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna use this up then. It was so inconvenient to use up the KVD concealer without the applicator. I had to, well, take it out and put it in the small container. I don't want to do that again. Anyway, I think about it later, but usually to blend my concealer I use a beauty blender, like a blend sponge. This one is from Elegant, I think. I'm too lazy, so I'm gonna use this brush from Zoeva. This is the 117 Petite Defined Buffer, and I guess it's gonna be it. God, I'm so pissed. I'm gonna do a full face of Project Pan. So I'm gonna use the Estée Lauder Double Wear Instant Fix Concealer in the color 7N as a cream bronzer. I'm gonna blend it with this BH brush. This is the Dense Cheek. It's like cheek brush. I love it for cream bronzer. I bought it for my cheek cream product, my cream cheek product, yep, my cream blushes, but it's so small, and as you can see I have a small forehead and I thought it was perfect. So okay, then I'm gonna use my Kiko matte liquid lip color something from the collection Dark Treasure in the color number 2 as my cream blush. I'm using this Kiko, actually I think it's a powder brush from a traveling set from a collection, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. I love this brush to blend my cream blushes. Like, done. Perfect. I'm gonna use my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the color Banana to set my under eyes. Let's try and get some use out of my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Dark. So you're going to see me turn orange pretty quickly, but I'm determined, guys. I need to finish this powder by the end of the year. I'm gonna use a little bit of setting spray just to get rid of the powdery finish. Okay, so my face is dry. Yes, I'm gonna go next with my bronzer, which is not a bronzer. This is the E.L.F Mineral Foundation SPF 15 in the color Deep. I'm sure this is discontinued. This is old. I use it with this Kiko Smart Brush number 102 powder brush. This is a kind of small powder brush, which is why I like to use it as a bronzer brush. Okay, I feel like it's not too bad, but it looked better over the Huda contour. It looked less pink and more red. Looks kind of strange. Anyway, next, this, well, my god, everything is falling out of my hand. This Instain blush in the color Toile E.L.F blush brush. The dip is starting to be quite deep in this one. Hopefully I can hit pan by the end of the year. And finally, as my highlighter, I'm going to use this Revolution Radiant Lights Glow. Wait, I think this is the Radiant Light highlighter in the color Radiant Lights Glow E.L.F highlighter brush. No, small tapered brush. And I've been liking using this brush, especially with this highlighter, because as you can see, it diffuses the highlighter quite a bit. Well, this highlighter is quite old also, so I think it's getting quite powdery as well. But I used it with this smaller brush, highlighter brush, and it was super shiny. I didn't like it at all. Okay, we are done with the face. Let's continue with the eyes. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna take this Zoeva brush. This is the 226 Smudger. Back with Extreme Aubergine, the dark purple. I'm going to smudge this under the eyes. You know what? Let's put on black eyeliner. This is my Kiko Intense Color eyeliner in the color 16, the black one. To make it more precise in the inner part of my eyes, I'm gonna use this eyeliner by Rimmel. This is this Candlelight eyeliner in the color 003 brown. And you know what? I'm going to use a neutral. Let's see. Gonna take this Zoeva brush. Is it a Zoeva brush? No, it's a Morphe brush, the AIM 508. I'm gonna use the bronze or oh, that's disappointing. This one Oh no, I'm not using this. This one, which is called Guilty Pleasure. That's a disappointment, and also it looks like it's sealing up. Maybe to not use with your finger. Not using this color then, but this gold, which is called Bronze Blaze, is too light. Yeah, for my under eye, this is too light. I guess we're going to use Blitz Flame. So we're going back to the red. I really need another eyeshadow primer. It's creasing here and here, but it's doing it with every eyeshadow, which it's a shame. And finally, last swatch. I'm gonna swatch rose gold. I think this is what I want to use in my, oh god, yes, in my inner corners. But the cell associated in Pat McGrath also, oh god, yeah, but it doesn't look good with my look at all. So this is rose gold. This is VR Fire Opal. Can you even see something? Rose Gold 005 VR Fire Opal. Oh, it looks so good, but it doesn't go with my look at all. And let's swatch Astral Lunar Gold, this last shade here. Ooh, wow. Okay. Oh my god. Can you see something? I don't think so. I don't have the lights for it, but let me show you the three eyeshadows. Amazing. Okay, forget about the rose gold. I'm using this one, which is called again Astral Lunar Gold. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take this brush from Zoeva. This is the 237 Detail Shader. I need my palette. I'm gonna wet my brush because it feels like it's already going to go everywhere. And oh my god, I don't think you can see something on camera. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, it's making me think of I think it's 365 from JD Glow, just a little bit more glittery. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, I blown this one just a little bit more than the other, but oh my god, it's amazing. Now I understand why in store the two shades, like this one and this one, especially this one, I think were like out with a big pan. Okay, let me just, that blending is not good. I'm going to go back to Entrapment just to, because that blending is not right. I'm struggling with this purple. Okay, let's put on mascara. No, first let's do my brows. I don't want to bother today, so I'm going to use a powder for my brows. I'm using this from Adopt. Okay, so I will do my brows quickly. I have shimmers in my brows because I have shimmers all over my fingers. I'm low on battery, so I'm gonna put some mascara, finish my brows, and come back with my full thoughts. Okay, so the look is completed. I finished my brows. I applied mascara. It's almost done. My Maxi Mod from Kiko. On my lips, I applied NYX Espresso as well as NYX Copper Penny. Copper Penny. I think it's the high shiner gloss. It's not that shiny, I think. Anyway, this is the finished look. What do I have to say in the end? I liked the eyeshadows. The purple was quite difficult to work with, I think. In my opinion, it looks kind of black right now. You can't really see the purple. I might have to work the other way around, starting with lighter shadows, at least for my crease. The red is still as intense. It's been actually an hour since I finished my makeup, and if it wants to fade, it's going to fade pretty quickly. So I think it's quite good. It has transferred, but I'm not surprised about that. Every single shadow transfers on me, especially because I didn't try to use glitter glue. I actually quite like this look. Once I have mascara on, it's quite pretty. To be more cohesive though, I think I'm gonna have to use another transition color because that brown is like, I think it's making everything look a little bit muddy. I think a more pinky transition color would be better. The shade that I have in my inner corner, the Astral Lunar Gold. Oh, now I understand why everyone is talking about the special shades of Pat McGrath, because it's absolutely amazing, and why they are disappointed when she doesn't like add them to her palettes. I mean, next to it, my red looks almost plain, like it's funny. In the end, with this eyeshadow palette, like every single eyeshadow palette I have, I think I will have to, you know, use other shades, singles, or other palettes to have complete looks that I 100% love. But this is a good palette. I think these two though, you will have to use wets because they are smooth, but they are also kind of dry and flaky. And if you don't want to have shimmers all over your face, like I have on this half of my face, but just because I had shimmers all over my fingers. So if you don't want shimmers all over your face, I think you will have to wet your brush. Other than that, I think it's fine. I can't say I'm in love. I mean, this shadow, this one, which is called Skin Show Divine Glow. It's like a beige. What am I gonna do with that? I don't use this kind of shades. Just for fun, I will swatch the shadows and take these off. So this is Skin Show Divine Glow. So this is like a cream shadow with a, not a purple, a gold shift. Under that I have Extreme Aubergine. Because aubergine is a French word, I'm gonna say it the French way. It's really pigmented, like, it's really pigmented. It just, I don't know, I had a hard time working with it. Then I have Entrapment. Whoa. What? You almost can't see it. Let me build it up just a little bit. I think this one, at least on me, darkens when I'm blending it, because Look, on my finger it's darker. The one that disappointed me, it feels kind of dry. Next to the other eyeshadows, you can't see entrapment. This is Guilty Pleasure. I'm not sure I like this kind of color. It's like a shimmery taupe with silver glitters. Meh. Of course, I'll have to see it on my eyes, but seeing it at the moment, I'm not a fan. Next is Bronze Blaze. To me, it's like a typical gold, like a warm bronzy gold. Then I have Disobedient. That was a bad swatch. This is the darkest brown. As you can see, it's not that dark on me. If I want to really deepen my look, I will have to use the purple. Then I have Rose Gold 005. Oh, it looks so beautiful. It's hard to show you. It looks great. Of course, Blitz Flame. The first special shade, which is VR Fire Opal, which has a sheer base. And the second special shade, Astral Lunar Gold. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love this shade. Can you even see it here? So this is what they are looking like. I just wanted to see something though, because Astral Lunar Gold is making me think, like I said, it's making me think at this eyeshadow from JD Glow. Yes, this is the 365 eyeshadow from the Galaxy collection. We're going to compare them on this hand. So this is the, oh my goodness, this is the Pat McGrath eyeshadow. Oh god. And this is, okay, this is 365. Yeah, they are like the same color. They are reflecting pretty much the same way, with the blue shift and the green shifts and the lime shifts, but the Pat McGrath one is more shimmery and the JD Glow one is more smooth, which is funny to say because to me the JD Glow one was pretty shimmery, but compared to the Pat McGrath, yeah. These two eyeshadows are the only one in my collection that I'm aware of that look pretty similar. This is amazing. That look pretty similar, but other than that, I think that's it. So that's it. This is a pretty long video. I got cut off so many times. Hopefully anything important that I said wasn't cut off. We'll see while editing, but that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my first impression of a Pat McGrath palette. I think I'm gonna buy the quad one day. It's in the permanent line, but I think I'm gonna buy the quad because I think they're all space or shade, I think. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing myself putting on makeup. This is my usual routine. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. If you're wondering what I used today on my face, I will link it in my description box. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.